Good morning, good morning. It is Thursday, February something. First and foremost, giving honor to the Most High for waking us up this morning, giving us another chance to be better today than we were yesterday. God is so good. I'm not going to be on here long this morning. It's been a while. So I just wanted to drop in for a hot second while I'm running errands and just give some words of encouragement. There's a lot going on in the world today. Just in our own little world right here in the U.S., we got a whole lot going on just here. But globally, there's a lot of destruction, a lot of infighting, a lot of craziness. And I just want whoever's listening to know that everything is not your battle. Some things we have to give up to the Most High and let Him handle it, because we are incapable. We are incapable as an individual to change certain systems. The only way the system changes is when like-minded individuals come together, unite, and fight the system. But until then, you as an individual can only do what you can do. That's it. Certain things you have to give to God, and that can even be on a smaller scale, just people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, family, friends, co-workers, associates, and acquaintances. There's only so much you can do. A lot of times we are fighting battles that are not even our own battle to be fighting. Other people, other individuals have to learn the hard way. Sometimes we want to enable them, we want to help, we want to be there for them because of what they've been through or what they're going through. But sometimes that is not God's will, that's not God's plan. That's why discernment is so important. We have to know when to help and when not to help. You know, there was a certain individual that I was always there for, trying my best to be there for this person because of what they had going on and the things that they had to endure. You know, I felt bad for this person. So I just wanted to be that one rock that person had. And lo and behold, I was holding that person back this whole time by being there for them, because what I was doing was stepping in the way of what God had for them. As long as that person can come to me, they weren't thinking about going to the Most High for their issues, because they know they have Mo to come to. And that's not right. Hey, Stephen. Soon as I stepped away from this person, now mind you, whenever I have to step away from a person, it's truly because the Most High told me to. I don't just stop talking to people and just cut them. There's always a reason why, and it's usually after me fighting with God over and over again. But no, I love this person, I need this person needs me, right? How highly of myself do I think that this person needs me? False. Very false. That's ego. That person needs God, not little old me, right? So I would step in God's place, trying to be that person's God. And as soon as I decided to walk away, because God said, you need to let this person stand on their own, this person needs to be able to come to me and humble themselves enough to me to get on their knees and beg for help, beg for salvation. And once I was able to finally do that, let go of that control and that fear, the person is flourishing like no other. That's what God does. That's what He can do. But oftentimes we stand in the way of somebody coming into their own and doing what needs to be done in order for them to do what they need in their own life. We're always trying to play a hero in somebody else's life. Step away, let them do them, and God will provide if they do what they're supposed to do. Obedience and faith. Obedience and faith. That's what God calls for us to do, to have. Obedience and faith. Exercise it. Don't just read it, don't just hear it, but actually do it. Sometimes you just have to wipe your feet and walk away. That's right, Stephen. Look at Gary Brown. How you doing, Gary? I was enjoying your live yesterday. I'm going to have to go back and replay the rest. Gary was talking about preparation. Very good stuff. Yes. Sacrifice. Obedience is the sacrifice. That's right. Because when you are obedient, you have to deny yourself of a lot of things. And I don't know about y'all, but sometimes it hurts, like physically, to not be able to do what I want to do in that moment. But that's where the blessings come from. Just try it. It's hard at first, but after a while you get used to it, and it just gets easier and easier every day. You know, the person that I'm referring to, has addictions and things like that, which a lot of us have. You know, if it ain't social media, it's weed. If it ain't weed, it's sex. If it ain't sex, it's drugs. If it ain't drugs, it's alcohol. If it ain't, and the list goes on. And this person, have these things going on. And even they told me, I know I got to stop doing X, Y, and Z in order to get what it is that I need. And I said, bingo. But it takes work. It takes sacrifice. It takes obedience. It don't just come right away. You're good for one day and you think you're going to get blessings. It don't work that way. God will continue to test you. He's going to give you a big test. It's up to you to pass the test. I am tempted every single day. Satan brings somebody, some circumstance into my world to knock me off my square, to get me to go back to that egotistical, prideful, begrudging person, right? But it's up to me to have the faith and the obedience to do the right thing, even when it physically hurts me, because I like to be in control. And when I don't have control, oh my gosh, it's like the worst feeling in the world to me. It's like if I can't control the situation, if I can't just say what it is I want to say right now. But I'm actually starting to enjoy not saying everything that comes to my mind. There was a point in time where no matter what it was or who it offended or how it was going to come off, if I felt it, I was going to say it, right? Just to get that off. And now I'm enjoying the silence. I'm enjoying not hearing myself run my mouth, about something that was totally unnecessary, but I knew it would satisfy my flesh in the moment. It's a very hard thing to do when you are full of pride and ego, So I'm learning to keep my mouth shut a little bit more than what I normally would. And surprisingly, it doesn't hurt as much as it used to. It used to physically hurt me to not be able to say or do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Like I would get this feeling in my stomach, like this, you know, like your blood is boiling, you know. But now I just sit back and prayer works. The willingness to invest into yourself may be hard, but can pay off. It always pays off in the long run when you invest in yourself. Sacrifice and obedience and discipline. Those are the keys to get what it is that you want in the long run. That's all you need. You just got to do those things. One drop in the bucket every single day. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be something huge. Just one little change every single day makes a huge difference in the long run. It's a marathon, not a race. It's not a race. Do you feel if you're not in control, the things won't be done? Yeah, for sure. If I'm not the one to do it, then it ain't gonna be done. If I'm not the one to do it, it ain't gonna be done right. If I'm not the one to do it, then who will? But I'm learning that that's not true. I ain't all that in a bag of chips. If I'm not there, somebody else will pick up the slack. If I don't do it, that person will eventually do it. It may not be on my timeline, but eventually they'll get it when they're supposed to get it. Nobody can control the sun coming up, but does it not still rise every day? Absolutely. Absolutely. It talks about that in Matthew, I think Matthew 7, where God is telling us, you know, I take care of the birds and the animals. I feed them. What makes you think I'm not going to feed you? If I could take care of them, surely you'll be good. And a lot of us just don't give God enough credit. That's what it is, because we want what we want when we want it. And when we don't get it when we want it, then, oh, God doesn't exist. God ain't real. God don't love me. God this, God that. Let me tell you something. There's something I've been battling for years that I used to pray every day. God, please take care of this. Please. What else do I have to do? And he wouldn't. But the closer I got with God, I understood why. God is testing me, making sure that I can handle what comes along with that blessing. And slowly but surely, he's taking care of it. Finally, I see the rainbow at the end of that storm. Finally. I couldn't see it for a long time. But God is doing something in me that I can never do for myself. So please don't ever deny somebody else the opportunity to get to know God. Stop being their hero. Do what you can and leave the rest up to God. And when God tells you to step aside, this person needs to depend on me wholly in order for me to move in their life. You have to do it. You have to do it. And just live within your means of control. That is it. That is it. Good morning, Lady Di. I'm proud of you too. Very much so. I am getting off of here though. I just came on just for a quick moment. And coffee. Ridiculous, right? That was stupid. $32 for a dozen of donuts and a coffee? Like, where they do that at? Ridiculous. Never again. But I am at my final destination, you guys. I will talk with you later. God bless. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And only do what you can. Don't do too much.